any English in that, so it's hard to understand. But his son and the other partner let me know what he's saying. He always seems to be very happy and excited. So and good reason to be.
Absolutely. Well, we're excited to see her out on the track once again here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Jamie.
All right, thank you very much, Jamie. Good to hear from Tony Beaton. It's been a great ride with Be Perfect BG, and last week was the first big test of her racing career, and she passed it with flying colors.
She sure did, and she is undefeated, as you say, and to do it at the level she has is impressive, and a good test for her last week, taking on this even better Grand Circuit company, and she passed it so effortlessly. Dexter Dunn can do no wrong tonight, and she's so professional, and she never looks tired. I'm picking her right on top tonight.
There's a look at Perfect Thought, and she might be a bit of an afterthought at the moment when you talk about the 1-2 punch that is Loua Dipa and Be Perfect BG, but she turned in a career best effort last week in the third elimination, winner in 1:49 and 3, and you see her splits. Each quarter got faster, 27-4, 27-3, 27-1, 27 on the end of it. This is a real nice filly, but you and I were remarking off camera, Greg, the fact that you kind of have the two standouts and everyone else is super talented. They just might be that half step behind those two.
Well, I think it would be a big mistake to discount her, and she had a month off between that last race when she raced prior to that and was able to come up with that kind of an off-the-pace win. James McDonald coming fresh in off a stakes victory here tonight. A big chance, and 13-1's awfully enticing.
You just saw the 10, a clean deal. She was the Canadian 2-year-old pacing filly of the year in 2025. It's a tough starting spot, so we'll see what Doug McNair can engineer. You're on the 5, Be Perfect BG. I go back to Loua Dipa, looking for her third Grade 1 win here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. As the gate's in motion, it's time to introduce you to the track announcer here at the Hawk. Chad Rosema has the call.
BG, they're going to meet up for the first time, 9-5 on Be Perfect BG. Rest of the fillies, despite a lot of talent in there, they're double digits. It's post time for race number 10. The fillies in the hands of the starter are lined up at the top of the stretch. Here they come. Gate picks up speed at the start, and away they go. They're off in the Fan Hanover final. Be Perfect BG, Loua Dipa, Easy Station, and also Dea put into the early mix. There's Sangria Summer from the inside of the top 5. Then it's Perfect Thought. Back to Lavender Sealster, Gentilly from off the pace. The last pair, Gallon, a clean deal. Into the opening turn, Loua Dipa inside, Be Perfect BG on the outside, getting stretched out to clear. Quarter reached in 26-3, and Be Perfect BG not by yet. She'll now take over in the backstretch, but Loua Dipa stretched her to get there. She's in second, Easy Station third, Sangria Summer fourth, Dea's fifth. Then Perfect Thought, being followed by Lavender Sealster, starting up Gentilly, then Gala, and another 3 to a clean deal. Be Perfect BG leads just over a length in front of Loua Dipa. And they're to the half now, and it's Be Perfect BG. They're in 54-2. Loua Dipa floated up to be the second choice. She is second right now. Perfect Thought first over, third inside, fourth for Easy Station. Gentilly getting towed into a nice trip. She's second over. She takes over fourth now. Third over is Gala. To the inside shuffled Sangria Summer. A clean deal's picked up a couple of positions. Next to last is Dea, and trailing Lavender Sealster. Be Perfect BG with the lead to 3/4 in 1:21-2. And she turns for home with her perfect record on the line. It's Be Perfect BG on top. Perfect Thought outside. Loua Dipa, and Wrenn rouses her up the inside here. Be Perfect BG and Loua Dipa with a stretch battle over the final 8. Be Perfect BG or Loua Dipa on the inside. Two great fillies right down to the line, but it's Loua Dipa to come out on top in the Fan Hanover final. Be Perfect BG, great in defeat to be second. 1:48-1. That's a new stakes track Canadian record. Loua Dipa.
That's exactly what we hoped for, was the duel between Loua Dipa and Be Perfect BG, and they go toe-to-toe right down to the wire. Loua Dipa at the inside.
Mark, it doesn't get any better than that, and we talked about it. Coming in, you had what could be a marquee matchup, and it was. And look at that, the elimination winners from a week ago right there in a 1-2-3 finish. And what a performance from all three of them. Take nothing away from Be Perfect BG. She did the road work. Loua Dipa needed every inch of this 1,100-foot-long home stretch to win. And Perfect Thought, what an effort from her. First up against those two great fillies, and to be right there lapped on with them. It's going to be fun to watch this division the rest of the season.
I want to see these fillies square off again, and hopefully we get to see it again soon. But for now, the fan Hanover goes to Loua Dipa. Her third Grade 1 win right here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. She captured the She's a Great Lady and the Breeders' Crown at 2. Now she's won the fan Hanover at 3. And oh, by the way, it's a track and stakes record time. Ronnie Wrenn Jr., he's going to love NA Cup night. He won last year with Blueprint, and now tonight he has won the fan Hanover with Loua Dipa. We'll be back with Winner Circle Reaction.